Good morning. Welcome to our Wednesday prayer time. Thank you for being a part of this important thing that we do together. I really appreciate it. Um, I don't know, have you ever, I don't know if this happens to you or not, but a lot of times for me, it'll happen early in the morning. I'll wake up too soon, like if I'm going to get up at 5 and I'm just awake at 3 and I'm trying to go back to sleep, and there's just this restlessness and stress. Really, like I find myself, I'm stressed about, I didn't call this person, or I'm worried about this, or there's this task, there's the to-do list. It can just sometimes feel overwhelming, and I've talked to some of you and folks, and I feel like this sort of thing happens. Anyway, that was um, that was me this morning, and so I finally got up. It was 4:30, and I'm with First Coffee, and I'm reading from this book by Kate Bowler, Have a Beautiful, Terrible Day. I can't remember if I've shared this book with y'all yet or not, but the the devotional that I read was the title of it is When You're Certain That Today Will Be Too Much. And this is the poem that she wrote, and I just thought I would share it because it was helpful for me. I was hoping to be the kind of person by now who doesn't tumble headlong into the day, falling from the high board without nearly enough water below. God, I swear I didn't plan it like this, but here I am, hoping for another miracle. Lord, bless these dumb plans that will short-circuit my thinking and make me fragile, brittle. Lord, bless these multiplying tasks that swarm like mosquitoes. Underneath this to-do list and these calendar invites and these many obligations is a set of loves. Keep love in front of my eyes. Love in the car, love in the waiting room, love on the phone, love at my laptop, love in the laundry room, and love especially for the soft heart, mine, who cared enough to be this tired in the first place. And then she encourages a breath prayer. And I don't know if you're familiar with the breath prayer. It's pretty powerful. And I'll do it often, but I kind of forgot about it. It's been a while for me. And so this morning I just prayed with my breath, and that might be something we could do. You come up with your own phrase, what's helpful. Like you could pray scriptures. As you inhale, you pray one thing, and as you exhale, you pray another. So for example, you could inhale Jesus, exhale, fill me with your love. You could inhale, I release my worry, exhale, and welcome your peace. That's a good one for me. I release my worry. I welcome your peace. Jesus, fill me with your love. Jesus, fill me with your hope. Fill me with your peace. Our list that we pray with every week. We have some new requests and some updates. Continuing to pray for Michelle and Rick Rogers at their deep loss of their son. It's tough, and they're having a hard time, and just prayers for their whole family, that God would hold them close. Michelle also had knee replacement surgery in the midst of this grief, and it was very successful. So they're grateful for some good news with that. But prayers for healing. Michelle is at home. Amy Butler's son, Andrew, who's 40, has been diagnosed with thyroid cancer, and he's having surgery for that on Monday, September the 29th. Amy will be going to Cincinnati, where they are, that weekend before. So just prayers for their whole family and for Amy as she travels. George Kinney had successful cataract surgery on Monday, and on the second eye will be October the 6th. And George just explained to me the miracles of science and medicine and what they can do to fix his eyes. So he seems pretty pumped about an increased ability to see clearly. And so we're grateful for that. Pat Dean and Linda, we pray for them. Teresa Courtney called and said that Cameron, who we've been praying for, Cameron had spinal surgery, pretty intense surgery. We've been praying for him sometime back in Boston in August, a couple times in August. Well, he's just having so much pain, and they're having a hard time alleviating the pain. And so we want to pray for Cameron and his parents, Allison and Rob, as they continue this journey and need healing. An update on Gavin Harwell. He was doing well after the seizures in July, but yesterday the neurosurgeon said that the tumor has returned. And so we just pray for Gavin and their family. Margaret Burson was in the hospital over the weekend, fighting and having a serious struggle with COVID, but she's recovered and is back home. We're praying for Dr. Mark Goodman, Linda Varner, Michael Courtney with his history of back trouble and managing pain. Travis Collins was in a terrible bike accident and has several broken bones, but Travis is at home recovering. Pray for healing. We're praying for Jenny Patton and her family. Jenny's mom, Mason Barrett, passed away on Friday morning, and there will be a graveside service in South Carolina. Marshall Jones has been diagnosed with multiple myeloma. He will be receiving treatments and is staying in San Francisco. Had to cancel his flights home here to hear home. And so we're praying for you, Marshall, as you are on this journey. We continue to pray for Larry Reeves. He was in my journey group this morning, so Larry had hip surgery and seems to be doing fantastic. We're praying for Beverly and Roger Bard. Freddie and Jacqueline Tipton are having health issues. Continue to pray for Bruce and Kat Golson and they're recovering. Tyler Moody, Wendell Robinson, Amy Kilgore, Jim Summers, Jeanette Shaver, Andy Fowler, Susan O'Day, George Hyatt, Danny Shipman, Carl Johnson, Corey Pierce, Dolly Connor, Becky Haynes, Paul Butler, Mary Coulter, Patrick Dyer, Roy and Nancy Watkins, Gordon Pike, Dick Rogers, Patty Joe, Janet Mara, Alan Livingstone, Rebecca Beaver, Ken Vanderlaan, Mary Ellen Allen, Dorothy Braxton, Preston Tinsley. We pray for those receiving cancer treatments: Gordon Wheeler, Jennifer Baker, Ethan Milton, Bo Medford, Dawn Collins, Luz Alvarez, Robin Johnson, Derek Bland, John Sears, Sherry Malk, Wanda Gibson, David Lombard, Tom Massey, Brenda Griswold, Nancy Ray, Ann Dismuke, Ted Neighbor, Christopher Holt, Reed Taylor, Sandy Brady, Stephen, Mike, Scott, May, Laura, Joe, and Carly, Irene Noland, Pat Maroney, Barbara Malden's sister, Kyle Thomason, Chris Eulery, Chris and Jim Donahue, Susie Ward, John Ballantyne, and Katie's Aunt Jo. If you have any concerns or names that you would like shared during our time, please let us know. Also, let us know for updates that we might not be aware of, if you are aware of them. We pray that God will hold us all close, that God will light our path, bring healing, and bring hope. God bless you today. May the Lord keep you close, and we'll see you soon.